Hi animal lovers, this is Anirudh. Today I am going to explain the significance of Hunter exam arc in Hunter x Hunter. Please watch, subscribe, like, share and comment. Hunter x Hunter opens upon Gone Freaks. A child grew up on a small island village after his father abandoned him as a baby to become a hunter. Now 12 years old Gon is dead set on becoming one as well, so he can learn what about the lifestyle made his father decide to abandon him. In this world, hunters are people who dedicate their lives to unlocking its secrets, uncovering lost treasures and artifacts, discovering new species of animals, or hunting down wanted criminals and terrorists. It's a strong introduction to our main character as we see his boundless optimism in wanting to meet the father who never raised him. From there, we are introduced to two new companions, Leorio and Kurapika, who are also interested in becoming hunters. These two have very different reasons for becoming hunters, which quickly sparks some tension between them. Kurapika is taking the exam so that he can go after the criminals who slaughtered his clan. But Leorio wants to be a hunter to become rich and famous. Eventually, though, we learn this is just a front, as the man actually wants to become a doctor, and the only way he can afford to put himself through medical school is by passing the hunter exam and using hunter funds. Right off the bat, Togashi introduces three different characters after the same goal for very different reasons, a simple yet effective way of conveying the different sides of the coveted hunter title. Once the trio arrives at the exam site, the first phase begins. What's interesting about the exam is how different and unexpected each trial is. For example, the first is a marathon meant to test the stamina and endurance of the competitors. This marathon is how we are introduced to the last main character, Killua, a playful boy the same age as Gon. Right out the gate, the two hit it off super well and make the marathon a contest to see who can cross the finish line first, reminding the audience that these two are still just little kids despite their ambitions. But it turns out that Killua isn't exactly a normal kid. He's strangely morbid and capable of extreme violence. Though Killua, this makes him one of the most fun characters to watch across the arc. He doesn't take any of the trials very seriously, and it always seems he's got more going on than he lets on. Each new phase in the hunter exam is a test in the skills, wit and drive of these potential hunters. They can't simply punch their way into passing. Becoming a hunter also requires wisdom and resourcefulness. For example, in the egg retrieving challenge given by Chairman Netero at a canyon, Gon and his friends were capable to pass by deducing that simply jumping in would have been suicide, unless they could time it with an updraft to carry them back up the canyon. After that, the next phase as the hunters navigate their way through the Trick Tower, a massive structure of traps and challenges within 72 hours. What's unfortunate for our four main characters is that they are also stuck exploring the tower with Tompa, a spiteful man only interested in making the exam more difficult for rookies. a throwaway bad guy at first glance. He actually manages to instill in some contention between the characters during their 5-man contest against the Trick Tower prisoners. Later, when the main group arrives at the final checkpoint before the finish line, they are met with the difficult decision to leave 2 of their party behind, so that the other 3 can pass instantly through the short path, or have all 5 continue through the long path, though they won't make it before time is up. This sparks another heated debate, but Gon suggests opening the longer path, and instead of actually taking it, they use the assortment of weapons in the room to break down the wall, separating the 2 parts, allowing all 5 of them to pass through just before the time limit ends. The 4th phase has the remaining participants ferried to secluded island to play the roles of hunter and prey, where they must steal participant badges from each other. Suddenly, the simple ID badges given out at the start of the exam are now vitally important to them, becoming hunters. Gon, for instance, as the target of Hisoka, the mysterious magician who is easily the strongest participant in the test. Gon realizes he can't take Hisoka in a straight fight, and so spends several days training, learning to hide his presence perfectly, and mastering using his fishing rod on moving targets. Gon does eventually take Hisoka's badge, though he feels like he hasn't really won it, setting up Hisoka as something of a rival for future arcs. The final phase of the exam is a tournament conducted by the chairman Netero between the 9 remaining participants. However, 2 big rules separate this from a normal tournament. The first being that a person can only win the fight by making their opponent concede. Knocking them unconscious will not end the fight, and killing them is an instant disqualification. The second rule is that only the loser will advance further in the tournament. Bracket. If you win once, you pass the exam, and some characters have more chances than others due to how the brackets constructed. The fact that participants can only win by making their opponent surrender is a clever idea, and exceptionally difficult for the characters. One fight is between Gon and the ninja Hanzo. Gon does everything he can, but the gap in power between him and Hanzo is immense. Hanzo goes so far as to torture Gon to make him surrender, but to his detriment, Gon won't surrender even after his arm is broken. Gon is of the philosophy that surrendering is the same as giving up. If he gives up now, then all of this pointless, even if his body is irreversibly damaged in the process. No matter what Hanzo does to hurt the boy, Gon won't surrender because it's in his nature to never give up, even if he also has no chance of winning. The fight does much for Gon's characterization, painting him as a 12-year-old boy with no fear of death even in a fight he can't win. Overall, the Hunter exam is an exceptionally strong arc that introduces plenty of different characters all after the same thing but for different reasons. It plays around with its storytelling and doesn't waste any opportunity to tell you more about its characters. In Shan, the first arc tends to be a throwaway, making this one stand a cut about the rest. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked my video.